You have to be a brand.
You do, and that's something that like I really hadn't like thought a lot about recently. But I'm thinking about like all these comics that are like up and coming. They all seem to kind of have that sort of brand, or it's like they just have like a look to them, or like even like how they design their website and what they put out like content wise on Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is. It is a brand, and that's I think that's something that you focus on like farther on down the line when maybe you're like a solid feature, like you're getting booked at clubs doing 20 minutes all the time. But I think it's definitely something to keep in mind, and I think you're right. It helps people recognize you, and I think that goes a long way, or at least recognize like what kind of style like you're gonna be, or like which can backfire too. Like that's what I'm saying. Being in a small town Wisconsin, they're like, oh, who's this like hippie, blah 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 blah. And to some extent, they're right. But if you have like these pre-judicial thoughts about you, then they're already turned off to your comedy, and that can be hindering as well.
See, that's the thing I don't like. I don't like it when I go up on stage and somebody's like, oh, he's gonna probably tell some African jokes or something like that. Right. And I always wanna prove him wrong. Like,
That's good, man. That's what you should be striving. Prove them wrong. I kind of like that. Yeah, but it goes back to write what you know. Yeah. So I mean, and I think those are the jokes and stories that you do that I think people that I feel like get the best reaction, because it's unique. I mean, the crowds you're playing here in Des Moines, not a big percentage of them are gonna have like African, they're gonna have that sort of background and knowledge and the humor about it. So. Yeah. But that makes sense, being like kind of weary of like giving them. So I have a friend, she was my co-host of the show that I ran in college. She's transgender, and so being transgender in central Wisconsin has got to be the worst thing in the world. And I know it is, because she's dealt with a lot of bullshit, and she had the same sort of thing actually. Because she would say like, because she would go up, and if she didn't address like that she was transgender. She felt like, and I even saw it, like people were uncomfortable. They're like trying to like, like figure her out sort of thing. And then, but if she led with the transgender stuff, usually she fucking crushed. And so it's like, it's kind of like a necessary evil where it's like, fuck these people. Like I have to give them what they want sort of thing. Yeah. Like, which I've never had to face that. So I can't give you any advice on that, but that's an interesting battle that you gotta fight, I guess.
I had a weird reaction. So I had this, right before I went on stage, I had this idea. I was like, what if I go up there and start screaming like, oh my God, I'm black. I was like, that's funny, right? And people laughed, but it was like that weird laugh. That was
like, they were like uncomfortable. Oh, so you actually did this?
Yeah.
No way. Oh, that's great. Oh man. Yeah, that was probably like an uncomfortable laugh. I think that's really funny. Did you play it out and do it for a long time, or was it just kind of like 30 seconds?
I had the mic in my hand, and I screamed like live screen. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm black!" And then I looked around, and I was
like, That's really funny. I wish you would have like really drawn it out for like a minute, screaming about like how you're black. And oh man.
That's why I like improv. Like I can't do improv, but I like how they are always under pressure.
Sure, yeah. Improv is I did that in Wisconsin. It's totally a different beast than stand up, because I mean you can still bomb on stage, but it's like usually with one other person, and like being able to bounce ideas off. That's good. But you're right. Yeah, like being in the spot in the moment. That's crucial. Man, that just reminded me. Have you ever seen it's with Chris Rock, Down to Earth?
I don't think
he like dies, and like he's not supposed to die, and so it goes up to heaven, and they like give him a new body, but he comes back as like this rich old white guy, but he's like he's Chris Rock, this black dude trapped in this old white guy's body. It's super funny. It was like a staple of my childhood, man. It's so funny. Because at the end he screams, "I'm black again! I'm black again!" It's great.
Oh man, so coming. If you have any plans after this, or I I don't know. We can keep going if you like. But.
Sure. No, I don't got any plans, man. Yeah, I don't know if you have like some wrap up. Like, well, yeah, whatever you want, man. I'm totally free. How long are we going?
Like hour 40 minutes.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Are you serious? Yeah. Holy hell, man! I've just been talking your ear off. Shit.
Yeah, man. So like recently in your life, you moved back to Des Moines.
Yep.
You trying to move back out?
Yeah, probably. So I love it here. I love Des Moines. But if I want to give this comedy thing a legit try somewhere, which sucks because when you do that, you gotta like start over, no one knows who you are, sort of thing. But yeah, Des Moines is great, and I think that Des Moines scene could grow a lot just based on its location. I mean, you got Omaha, Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Kansas City, Chicago, all like in Des Moines, right smack dab in the center. But you got to go where you can get up on stage. Like when I was living in Milwaukee, which I might be moving back to Milwaukee in May. I have a job there in May if I want it. But if you really want to hone this sort of craft, it seems like the people that, not even that I know necessarily super personally, they like have, can get up on stage 5 times a night and then get up on the weekends and stuff. And I don't know, it's what I love. So I'm going to go try it until I hate it or until I, make a career out of it, I guess, which is unlikely, but we'll see.
Oh man, always think of miracle. I always think a miracle is gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta be a little bit. Mike Birbiglia's, what's his saying? It's just like at the start, you gotta be telling yourself it's going a little bit better than it actually really is. And you never know with internet and stuff now, man. Maybe you're whipping that white 10-year-old boy will go like viral.
That's my dream, man.
There you go.
Absolute dream.
There you go.
I want to get on Fox News. And
Oh yeah, they would air that for sure. Just email them. There'll be some outrage.
Just like the things pops up and it's me like.
Yeah. A still of you on the Fox News. Megyn Kelly just rips you a new one. Oh man.
Oh man. So. What after you leave Des Moines and you move out, you ever plan on coming back?
That's a good question. I don't know. I love Des Moines. If comedy didn't work out, I suppose I would come back definitely. Yeah. And even if it did, maybe, I don't know. If I ever decide that I want to like have kids and raise a family, I would probably do. Well, I don't know. I like Des Moines. Yeah, I would say it's a definite probability of coming back. I got family here and all that sort of thing, but. I don't have any strong desire to stay necessarily. I do like it here, though. I do like it here. Yeah. What about you? You gonna stay for a while? What do you want to do?
I want to save up money. Yeah. I want to go back to college.
Yeah. For what?
Just to make my mom happy.
Okay. Hey, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
But if somebody, if I get recognized in comedy or my YouTube channel, like, it's the easiest way to get a lot of money.
hey, that makes sense. Money's good, I'll tell you that. It's good to have, I guess. I've never had a lot of it, but it seems like it'd be cool.
Yeah, I always like it when somebody poor gets a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I always hate it when somebody's already have a lot of money. I'm like,
yeah. It just gets passed down. Yeah, well, that's how it works in this capitalist economy.
Anyways, let's get weird here.
Okay.
You're a pretty normal person. Do you consider yourself to be a weird person?
I consider myself to be a weird person, definitely. Yeah.
Well, what's your weird thing?
Man, I don't even want to tell you something like that. I don't know. I'm a weird dude. Shit. I can go with the route of I'm really like hard on myself. Like I don't know if that's weird necessarily. Like weird things that I do. I'm a nose picker. I pick my nose a lot. That's a weird thing that I do. I chew on my toenails. I'm not kidding. This is all completely real. Man, I really hope no one listens. I'm just kidding. Masturbator. I'm a huge masturbator. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also superstitious, in really weird ways. It was recently pointed out to me that I'm very sentimental, which I guess it wasn't pointed out to me. I always kind of knew that, but I hold on to I'm not like a hoarder by any means. Cause I've been working in a hoarder house, so I know what that's like. But like I just hold on to weird, dumb things, and like numbers specifically. Like I'm really superstitious about numbers. Like I don't like the number 23. It's a whole like convoluted like sorts of like it's just like it's never been a good number for me. Yeah, it's a bunch of different like, and I always like can like make those combinations in my head where I'm like, someone, I can't even remember what it was now. My friend texted me like the address of something, like some restaurant we were going to. I'm like, oh fuck, that adds up to 23. Like this sucks. Like I don't want to do this anymore.
Like the street number, or
yeah, like the address. So like like whatever your address is to get here is like it was like like 10774 or something. Something that adds up to 23, and I was just like. I don't like that at all. Or if a gas station, if it'll be like like 223 for gas, like I'll just like keep driving until I find like somewhere else it's like 224 or something.
Yo, that's weird, man.
Yeah,
that's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's not all great up here in the old noggin. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. But I think like I was saying earlier, I'm a good pretender. I'm good at pretending, so I come off as a pretty normal dude, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, man. It's really hard to like know a person like personally, unless you like live with them. Then you like but yeah, man.
What about you? You a weird guy? You a pretty normal dude?
I'm hella weird, man. I mean, people say, like I like anime.
Okay.
And
I would not have pegged you for an anime fan. Okay.
Yeah. But. The reason why I like anime, I think I grew up on Pokemon.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And that was like it's anime, but it's the what's it called? General like Anyway, it's popular.
Oh sure, okay, yeah.
But I didn't know that there was like you could tell a really good story using animation.
Sure, totally.
So there's a studio called Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
They make movies, and yeah, man, the movies like they hit you hard, man. Like they make you cry. Like
I see. I've heard there's like intense anime like that. Interesting. Okay. What else weird?
Other than that, I like folding origami.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Are you into like Japanese culture? Like you like Asian culture?
Yeah, I do. Speaking of that. They're listening to it. I'm about to show AJ some pictures of origami.
That you did?
Yeah. I apologize.
So, do you like look at a book, or you just like free folding? Is that a thing?
Well,
free fold origami.
Well, there's that.
Okay.
But when I came here, I didn't speak English.
Okay.
But I could follow like visual instructions.
Oh, like directions. Oh,
yeah. So. The one time the art teacher brought in origami, and it was really easy for me to follow instructions. Okay. So that's all I did for like a while.
Yeah.
So and then I got really good at it.
Yeah. Did you ever like make origami things and like give them to girls in high school?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna drink this juice, by the way.
Yeah, that's all good. Oh man.
That's cool. So you learned English through PBS and origami, huh?
Basically.
Man, I can't believe you've let me talk to you for an hour and 45 minutes. It did not feel like that long at all.
So here's this is a tessellation.
Holy shit! Whoa! It's like a 3D. This is like it's like a Tostito chip origami, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy, man. Hell yeah! Very cool. So how long would one of these take you? Like,
I did that one at work. Took me like 4 hours.
That's insane. And so you just can do this from memory, or you have to like look at something?
Well, yeah, once you memorize it, it becomes pretty easy.
Okay.
This is another one.
Holy shit, that's like playing tricks on my eyes. That's so cool. Whoa, man. That's crazy. So you don't have to like look at anything anymore. Like you could just like that's all from memory.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel. It shows you step by step. And
you are a weird dude.
Yeah, and once you get the pattern, like you just.
That's crazy.
That's funny. I've never
anime and origami. You would have been the last person I would have paid for that. Very cool. Yeah, I don't have any other like cool hobbies. Other than like I like to bird watch. Bird watching's cool.
Yeah. I would joke about bird watching.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
So my uncle and I were in a line, and this guy started a conversation with him. He's like, "Yeah, you know, it's nice weather," and he's like, "Yeah, it's nice weather." He's like, "Yeah, I go bird watching." My uncle goes like, "What is that?" And the guy's like, "You know, when you go out, you watch bird species, you know what they do." And he's like, "Yeah, I watch animals too. When I was a kid, I watched my goats so don't get eaten by lions." So he's like, "Yeah,
yeah.
Like that's not.
It's not the same thing at all."
Like, come on.
That's great. Yeah, your uncle sounds like an interesting dude. You talk about him a lot.
Dude, he's the funniest.
Yeah.
Funniest dude you ever meet in your whole life. I guarantee.
That's great.
Like, yeah, I want to do like a 5 minutes about my uncle.
Yeah, you could, man. Build a 5 minutes about your uncle. Seriously. That's other good advice I got is like build sets like around sort of like themes. Your uncle would be a good one. Family. Everyone can relate to family. Well, except for orphans, but you know.
Oh man. Well, I feel like I'm tired.
Yeah. You look like you're tired, man. You work all day today?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been super fun. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being my second guest ever. Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna edit this, put it out.
Cool.
Thank you guys. My idea is to take posters.
Okay.
And just hand them out around town.
Yeah. And I'll promote it. I'll put it on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, and thanks for being here.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna shake your hand so no one of the listeners can see it.